Folks, one of my viewers asked me this interesting question, and that is golden light, does it have an impact on living things only or non-living things? Also, how about the non-beings? Does it have any effect on thoughts, feelings, situations, etc., etc.? That's the question. That's a very interesting, bigger picture related question. And before I answer this question, especially from the viewpoint of the native English speakers, I should say that my English may not be as grammatically correct as the native speakers' English. I learned English when I was only 17 years old. Before that, I learned everything in my mother tongue. I'm not saying this apologetically, but I'm stating a fact. Next, all the things that I'm stating in my videos are out of my spiritual experiences, which I call controlled experiments in the realm of spirituality. Just like scientists perform controlled experiments in their lab about various physical phenomena that they study, I do controlled experiments. It's not that I voluntarily do, it happens that way. I talked about this in other videos. This is not the time to talk about that. So please watch my other videos to find out in what sense my spiritual experiences are more like controlled experiments. And also I want to mention that unless you experience after the opening of the seventh chakra at the top of the head, you may not be able to experience all the things that I'm talking about. But you can verify in a different way. For example, you cannot really verify or you cannot really see the gravitational waves of Einstein, for example. And he talks about various phenomena in the astrophysical level. But all those theories will make sense or should make sense only when those theories explain the physical data, physically observable data. Same way, what I taught to you should make sense regarding the life data, various phenomena that you observe in your life. It should explain why human beings, for example, behave certain ways, why things happen in the world in certain ways, and so on. If you find that something is not explainable at what I'm talking about or contradicts, let me know, I will explain. Now, let's go to the main topic. First of all, he was talking about only the golden light. The golden light alone doesn't exist everywhere. These three lights, the golden light, red light, and the white light, which emanate from a state of the eternal unknown called Maheshwara or Shiva in Hindu tradition and God in Christian tradition. Excuse me. It's everywhere. That's my spiritual experience. they all together, all of them are everywhere. In the sea of these three lights are various physical structures as well as non-physical structures, about which for now we don't have to be worried about. For example, the human body is in the sea of the three lights. The human body has been conceived or dreamt by the eternal unknown, what is called Parashakti or Paramashivam in Hindu tradition, to have 7 chakras. For those who don't know about the chakras, I'll talk about it in other videos, or you can refer to various yogic books, though some of the things that I'm talking will be very different from what you find in yogic books. These 7 chakras, they are the centers of 7 lights. There is a connection between these 7 lights or chakras to what is called Vishnu Tattva, Vishnu principle, which is nothing but the Maheshwara's more restricted state. I talked about that in other videos. Now, these 7 lights in the 7 chakras, on top of them are various kinds of dirts, ignorances people have inherited from their ancestors. They are different for different people, and also they inherit a special kind of tendencies or experience of another human being left when they die, when that person dies. And when that person dies, that experience is left in the universal mind, and a human being is born. They inherit also something from the universal mind, in addition to what they inherit from their ancestors through various chromosomes and so on. Now, the 5 senses are there in the 5 chakras, in the lower 5 chakras, and the 6th center is where all the mental energies are, and 7th chakra is just closed for all human beings. That's why it's just like a closed bottle. And the 3 lights, divine lights, white light, golden light, and red light, they shine from outside this bottle, outside the human body, which consists of mind, the feeling structures associated with the brain, and so on. Now, similar to this structure of human beings with the 7 chakras, there could be, and in fact there are, other structures immersed in the 3 lights. Their structures will be very different or different. Human beings, before I say this, the human beings, as well as the 3 lights, etc., they're all inside the universal mind, the mind of the eternal unknown. Human beings look at this 3 lights, not exactly 3 lights, the whole universal mind using their 5 senses. And what they can see is limited by power of those five senses, plus also what they can think about it. This is a scientific fact. Scientists always say that when we observe, for example, subatomic particles, various quantum mechanics phenomena, or various astrophysical phenomena up in the sky, we observe something using the instrument, scientific instruments, plus the human senses. For these human senses, or with respect to these human senses, and the scientific instrument, we see various things. That's only with respect to this instrument plus five sense system. What is appearing as this various scientific phenomena, and also what human beings observe as this world, they're all with respect to these five senses plus the instrument. What is really there which appears to these five senses plus scientific instrument, we never know. Probably we can never find out, because we can only see things through instruments. So when you see, for example, the plants or the animals having life, and ask the question whether this golden light has any effect on the animals, or does it have any effect on the plants, the stones, etc., etc., only with respect to the five senses plus scientific instruments and the human imagination using their sixth center, that is mental energy. You have to keep that in mind. So all that we are talking about is with respect to these six energies, or the six centers of the human body, five plus the mental center. Now, let's find out the answer to the first question. That is, whether this golden light has any effect on other living things like animals. Answer is yes. Does it have any effect on non-beings, beings that you cannot even see, or non-living things? Let's first look at the non-living things like plants, or not even plants. Plants have some life, but the stones, for example, those three lights are there around the stones, mountains, but that does not have the physical structure as human beings do to feel the life, or to express the life, joy, and love of the golden light. You can only express the effect of the red light. The red light is for the protection of the physical appearances, physical universe, like stone that you see with your five senses. The energy inside the stone, for example, they also vibrate. This vibration is influenced by the red light. The stone doesn't have any structure to express the golden light. It doesn't have any structure to express the white light, where the feeling of I-ness, the pure I-ness is. Now, that's about the effect of the golden light and other two lights on living things like animals, plants, stones. Living animals, for example, they express the life principle and the feeling of I-ness in the white light. But that expression is limited by the physical structure of the plants and animals and so on and so on. Now, coming to the question whether these three lights, especially the golden light, does it have any impact on the thoughts, feelings, and situations in human life? These energies in the seven centers can be controlled or used by human beings to exist, to make changes in the physical universe, and to fight between each other, kill each other, and so on. As far as these seven energies are concerned, human beings are the kings. They are in control. They can do anything they want because they are also the embodiment of the divine, the eternal unknown. What is in them as the I-ness, the pure feeling of I or you, is divine. So they have the power to manipulate or use these seven energies as they want, and they can do anything they want. Nothing will prevent if they go and kill others. Nothing will prevent if go and burn the forests or deforest all the rainforests like Amazon, rainforest in California, and various other places, and make climatic changes. Now, let me specifically talk about the golden light. It's true, golden light shines on the human body, but it is love. It always yields, does not dominate. If human beings use their mental energy to dominate golden light, the golden light will yield. They will never complain. That's the nature of the golden light. That's the nature of love. That is why golden light is always spoken as sacrifice. Jesus Christ was said to be the sacrifice in this sense, not in the sense that the Bible says or people interpret using the Bible. Golden light will always yield. It will not dominate. There is a Hindu god corresponding to Jesus Christ, the embodiment of golden light. It's called Muruga or Kartikeya. There are stories, just like in Bible, in Hindu tradition also, there are stories about this Lord Muruga. It's also portrayed as a sacrifice. It will always yield. As opposed to the red light. The red light is the expression of what they call Shiva. It's like a fire. It is very powerful. It will not yield. If human beings using their seven chakras or use the energies in the seven chakras, they try to dominate the red light, it will also kick back, just like it is doing right now, raising the climate, the temperature of the whole planet, creating forest fires. So it's not like golden light. It's very powerful. Its main role is to remove the ignorances, burn various kinds of ignorances people have in their seven chakras. But it also protects the physical universe. If you touch, if you in any way kick the red light, it will also kick you back. One has to be very careful. The white light is farther away from the human body. The first wrap of the human body is this red light. Around that is the wrap of golden light, and around that is the white light. So the white light does not interfere except providing the sense of highness on the human body. It is the golden light and the red light which impact through their love and joy, and also removal of ignorance and protection of the physical body, as far as respectively. The golden light always is associated with the love and joy, and the red light is meant to be protecting the physical body and also the removal of the ignorances. Will these lights have any impact on the thoughts and feelings? Thoughts and feelings are nothing but just one structure, as medical scientists will say. Just the brain with and also associated with the nervous system. That's where we think and feel. The various various ignorances will dominate thoughts and feelings, as well as the situations in the world. Human beings are the rulers of the situation in the world, in their mind, the feelings in their feeling structure, and also thoughts in their mind. Of course, within the limitation of their physical energy, seven energies in the seven chakras, plus the three lights. So, bottom line is that these three lights always go together. Golden light provides life, love, and joy, but it always yield. It will always yield. The red light is, on the other hand, is very reactive. It is active by protecting the human body. Always retaliate if you try to kick itself, or kick the red light, impact the red light using your energies in the seven chakras. As far as your thoughts and feelings and situations, you are the ruler. You have the power. You can do anything you want. You can kill yourself. You can destroy the whole humanity. You can destroy the physical universe within your limitations. It's up to you. Avatars and so on can only instruct, point out the problems. But if you ignore, you are on your own. You have full freedom. As I have been always saying right from the first video, you have 100% freedom to do whatever you want. But if you allow me, I can change, I can remove your ignorance. I can help you to remove your ignorances and feel the effect of the golden light, love and joy. Be happy. Folks, that's what I want to talk to you today. I'll talk to you on another important topic. And if you have any questions, please let me know. I will respond. Talk to you soon, folks.